Good afternoon, collectors. It seems like it's been a long time since we've been together, and I have the distinct pleasure this afternoon of showing you the mid-year introductions for the villages. It's been a long time coming, but here they are. Let's start with Harry Potter. For more than 20 years of powerful storytelling set in an ever-expanding universe, the wizarding world of Harry Potter has enchanted the hearts and imagination of fans around the world and is one of the most successful film franchises of our time. Did you know that 92% of all people have seen at least one film? How about that? 92%. I came home yesterday and my grandkids said they had watched Harry Potter, and I asked which one, and they didn't know which one they'd watched. So maybe they have similarities. This is the new Leaky Cauldron. This is a piece that I think a lot of collectors have wished for, asked for, and here it is. Paul Lundberg, who is the Harry Potter designer, did this piece. Can we zoom in on this a little bit, Rebecca? And let's take a good look at the piece. It's kind of a small piece. It's the piece that the Leaky Cauldron was a popular place, a wizarding pub and inn located in London at the entrance to Diagon Alley and indirectly off of Knockburn Alley. And the rear of the pub opens up into a chilly courtyard that contains an entrance to both of the alleyways. And Paul did a really nice job so that there is a back entrance. Does that show up pretty good? Tip it up a bit? Okay, so we can see.
Yeah.
So as you can see, when it's lit, you can see that other entrance through the back. I guess when I asked about the brick placement, Paul told me that the wall opens up to reveal this. And Rebecca is acknowledging that that is correct. So I am not an aficionado on Harry Potter, so I know a little. So there we go. There, and it's really, I think it's really a well done piece. There's lots of detail. And you can see in the back there were the barrels that are outside in that little courtyard in back. There's in the front here, you can see, of course, there's the hanging sign that says Leaky Cauldron, the name of the pub. And I think the windows look really nice. These leaded glass windows really show nicely. And of course, when your scene is a little darker, we've got some fluorescent lighting overhead that doesn't allow us to show it as probably as well as it should be, but really a nice looking piece. And I think Paul did a lovely job on this piece. So there is our new edition for Harry Potter. So a couple of accessories that will also go with this. Let's make sure we get the front. Here is the night bus, that well-known purple bus that only warlocks and wizards can see. It's an emergency transport for the stranded witch or wizard. My little helper said, just stick out your wand hand and step on board and we can take you anywhere you want to go. And the driver is Stan Shunpike, and he will be the conductor helping all of the people on board. Isn't that neat? The triple-decker bus. I think we need some of these for Dickens Village maybe, or maybe even some double-decker buses for Christmas in the City, but we've got the purple night bus, and it does say night bus in the front, so isn't that cool? Yeah, that's the front. And then the step off in back. Looks like some of the windows are partially rolled down so that there can be some ventilation on the bus, but it's really a neat piece. And I think it size-wise, it goes really well with these buildings. Another piece that's new, and from what I'm reading, I understand that there are several of these at near the entrances of Hogwarts. We've got the new Hogwarts gate. Really well done. You want that one out of the way, okay?
Show it better.
Yep, okay. And it's resin. It's hand painted. This is a metal gate, and it's complete with the winged boars guarding the front. And apparently there are several that are like this at several of the entrances to Hogwarts. Let me turn it around and give them a view from the back. So it's really detailed, and of course you can get that kind of detail when you do it out of resin. You can see all the bricks. It's the same as on the building. It's really well designed. Paul did a nice job. And again, the gate is something people have asked for, so we've got the gate. And the last piece that we have for Harry Potter is a figure, and this is called Seeing Raxburts, and it's Harry and his friend Luna Lovegood. And Luna attended Hogwarts and was sorted into the Ravenclaw house. So, okay. Yeah, she's the important one. She's the new one that we want to see. Do you want it with us?
No, it's just funny that the table being so dark is like
Oh,
blowing her out. But if I put my hand right here, it really exposes
How about
it.
that?
Oh, that helps a bit, yeah. Maybe a little bit. No, it's enjoying trying to overexpose the whole thing.
All right.
But if I stick my hand like right here, I don't know why, but it fixes it.
Okay. Well, there is just intense detail here, and she looks like she could be my granddaughter because of how funky she's dressed. This looks like the way the kids are dressing nowadays, in layers with pink boots, and she's got her funky glasses, and she's got her wand, and I think Harry looks a little amused by her, but it's just really a cool accessory. So that is called Seeing Raxburts. And all of these pieces, the Leaky Cauldron, the Night Bus, the Gate, and Seeing Raxburts, all will be starting to ship to retail stores early to mid-October. So they will be in plenty of time. If you're adding them to your Halloween display, great. If you're adding them to a Christmas display, that will work as well. Or if you're looking to purchase pieces as Christmas giving gifts, in time for all of these things. So that is our introductions for Harry Potter. And let me just move these off to the side, and we will move. Remember, I showed you this one a couple of weeks ago. Well, sort of, I showed it to you. We get this in the center here. Oh. Okay, thank you. Okay, so what were you doing September 22nd, 1994? Rebecca told me she was a year old, so, I have an idea of what she was doing. Do you remember perhaps what you were watching on TV? I know it was 28 years ago, but maybe this will jog your memory. And here it is. Really looks neat lit, doesn't it? There. We had fun with that last year when we introduced Ghostbusters for the first time, and I thought, that's one of those songs you get, is it called an earworm, that once you hear it, you'll be singing it for the rest of the day, so you're welcome. You'll be singing the popular song from the series, Friends, of course. And this is the iconic Friends building. This is an apartment building that is in New York City. It is inspired by a building, let me see if I can find out where, it's at 90 Bedford Street. So if you ever go to New York City and want to see where the Friends building is, they took a couple of the stories out of it. I think the original building is 5 stories, and you know, otherwise it would be way too big and it would probably be taller than our Empire State Building. But, you know, the archways, the kind of brick, the facades, the front, the windows, everything is really similar to the way that the one on the series looks. And of course, you know, you see the fire escapes in front. Those are permanently attached, so you can't lose them. The detail is absolutely incredible, and as a licensed piece, this of course is made of resin, hand painted. Just, there's so much to look at here. It's just wonderful. You can almost hear the friends enjoying a cup of coffee in the front, and of course, if they were having a cup of coffee, where would they be having it? They would be having it on the couch. There is the Friends couch, and that will be a separate accessory for the series. And this couch came from Warner Brothers' basement, from the prop house. They found it in the basement, the iconic orange couch. It's been around. In fact, it took a world tour a few years ago, and some of you may have had your picture taken sitting on the couch. I think that would have been kind of fun. One of the places that the couch stopped was the top of the Empire State Building, and I saw some pictures online of people who had their pictures taken on top of the Empire State Building sitting on the original Friends couch. Now, if you're really in love with this couch, and this isn't going to do it for you, the little accessory, the 90-inch 100% polyester orange couch with fringe, an exact replica, can be purchased online for a mere $4,600. So if you really are into Friends, that couch is available. And then I have one more piece for Friends. Of course, you can't have the couch without having the fountain. Is the fountain, you see the fountain well enough? And this fountain also has a little bit of a story. I thought, well, I have to see where in New York City this fountain was located. It's not in New York City. It is on one of the back lots at Warner Brothers as well. And if you are a real movie aficionado, you will know that this is also the fountain that was used in the movie Hocus Pocus. So I know there are fans of Hocus Pocus out there, and yes, that is the same film. And apparently it was used in another series, but the person I asked about it couldn't remember what the series was, so if you know, let us know. These pieces will, the Friends pieces, the building, which is called Central Perk, I forgot to mention that. That is what they're naming this piece. So if you're looking for the Friends building, that's not how you're going to find it. You're going to find it under the name Central Perk. It's going to be called the Central Perk Couch, and is it called, what is, and the fountain is called, the fountain, what is the fountain called? So I'm going to give you the right name for it. The Friends Fountain. So they each have, the Friends is, the only place Friends is being used is in the word, in the name for the fountain. So these are scheduled to start getting to retail stores about a month after the Harry Potter pieces. They'll be there starting in early November. So again, in time for Christmas giving. These are all great pieces, aren't they? Is that all you ask? Well, unfortunately, yes. We hate to be the bearer of bad news, but here it is. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And you've heard me use that description before. We did start with the good. We had a few great mid-year introductions, but that's all there are. More good news is that everything introduced in January of 2022 will be coming as promised. Things are starting to ship about now, and they should start getting to retail stores within the next month or so. And there are ship dates listed on the Department 56 website for many of our items, so you will have a pretty good idea of when to expect your retailer to have to receive their stocks. And if you're really interested in some of these items, and go on our website, there is a way for you to register your email address. This is not a purchasing requirement. It will simply let you know that, hey, This piece is now shipping, so check with your favorite retailer, and you may be able to get that piece in a timely manner. So take a look online, and it'll give you more specific dates of when all of our January 2022 pieces will start hitting the retail stores. Now the bad. While we certainly planned at the beginning of the year to have a robust April launch, we were really excited last year when we decided we were going to do April as a licensing launch. We thought that would really be fun. We have kept to that, even though the launch is much smaller this year. We've had to really, pivot and revise our plan, and the ugly truth is that due to many outside factors at play with shipping and logistics, we had no choice but to scale back on this launch. Well, we're thrilled today to share with you a new license, Friends, and some additional pieces for Harry Potter. We have to hold the pieces that were planned for The Grinch, for Disney Christmas Village, and for Game of Thrones to a future introduction period. We know you look forward to new product as much as we enjoy bringing you all the newness of our villages. So thank you, sincerely, thank you for supporting us with these collections. We're really sorry that we've had to hold some of these, but it'll give your pocketbook a break for a little while. There's some good news to share from the NCC. The National Council of 56 Clubs is going to host another virtual gathering via Zoom. It's planned for May 21st. Check with your club or go to the NCC website, which is ncc56.com, for more information. And here's my public service announcement for today. Don't forget to get your taxes done. You have until Monday, but why waste a perfectly good weekend doing your taxes? Our next Facebook Live will be Thursday, May 5th, which is Cinco de Mayo. So until then, happy spring. To those of you celebrating on Sunday, happy Easter, happy Passover. See you next time.